Alright guys, welcome back. Survival Living here. So as the title and thumbnail said, yes, a possible bioweapons lab. It's actually a bio lab in California. Yeah, an illegal one. Imagine that. And they had some nasty stuff in there, so we're going to go ahead and break this down for you, bring the information to you. What I found out, first heard about this on Reddit. I've been digging around and trying to see what's going on, because one of the main things when I saw it on Reddit was, why isn't any major news covering this? Well, I did find out NBC did a few days ago, but this has actually been going on for a few months. All right, guys, so we've got a headline here for you. This is from California Globe. Mysterious Chinese COVID lab uncovered in the city of Redley, California. Code enforcement check uncovers illegal lab making COVID-19 and pregnancy tick casts, bacteria and viral agents, and 900 white mice. Just remember, this is unlicensed business here. As a matter of fact, here's a picture of the warehouse for you. Lovely, right? And here's a picture of the storage of all the testing equipment and things like that. Biohazards, viruses, bacterial. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this, guys. Now, one of the first things I looked at this article, I can't help but feel like there's so much conspiracy spun every which way around as far as the news and information when we're trying to look at it, because I look at things and I'm like, really? Maybe? Who knows? You look at the article, you try to make your own decisions off of it. As preppers, I'm looking at it going, this doesn't seem right. But here we go. Why would a COVID lab run by a shady Chinese company be operating in Redley, California, in the central San Joaquin Valley? The lab, which was supposed to be an empty building, was discovered by Redley's city code enforcement officers when they saw a garden hose attached to the building and investigated. So they didn't have running water in this thing. They had to run a garden hose in. An illegal operation, an illegal biolab. Maybe. So we'll go and go over some facts here. The building has been illegally operated since October 2022 by Wang Xiling of Prestige Biotech, and the lab was used to produce COVID-19 tests and pregnancy tests. And that's what their statement is. That's what, you know, they produce. All right, but they had all kind of weird stuff in there. We'll go ahead and go into what they had. And by the way, the address on this, the warehouse was 850 I Street was the address for the warehouse. Now, what they had in here, the warehouse was used to produce COVID-19 and pregnancy tests. In other rooms, investigators found blood, tissue, and other bodily fluid samples. They also found thousands of vials of contained unlabeled fluids. Don't know what the fluids are. I mean, it could be water, who knows, but don't know. They also found 900 genetically engineered mice, engineered to catch and carry COVID-19, living in inhumane conditions. 773 of the mice had been euthanized, and the officials found another 178 mice already dead. So they were putting stuff in mice for the testing. You know what? I just feel like this whole thing is very nefarious. I really do. Might just because I'm a prepper. I don't trust any of it. Plus, it was a legal bio lab, and I really feel like it could very well be used as a bioweapons lab. You can. So now, like I said, this has been going on for a good while. From May 2nd to May 4th, the CDC Division of Select Agents and Toxin Inspection inspected the 850 I Street, the warehouse there. Court documents confirm that the CDC found potential infectious agents at the location. These include both bacterial and viral agents, including chlamydia, E. coli. I'm not about to attempt to pronounce that. It's some form of pneumonia, hepatitis B and C, herpes 1 and 5, rubella, and they also found samples of malaria. Now, if this was a Chinese company that's working a biolab to produce COVID-19 tests and pregnancy tests, Why do they have bacterial and viral agents, including chlamydia, E. coli, whatever this pneumonia is, hepatitis B and C, herpes 1 and 5, rubella, and malaria? In the comment section, you guys, let me know. This is not my forte. I don't know. I just have a bad feeling that when I get in the whole gist of this, either it was just, hey guys, go look at this, what we did, or they really did find something. And if they really did find this in operation in California, and it's a Chinese biolab operating in the United States, you know, if you wanted to do a outbreak in a country, from my understanding, the best thing to do is produce and release it in that country. Yeah. All right, guys. So with this, my thoughts, I don't know. With everything going on in our country, with the narratives and things that we're constantly seeing push, it's like, look over here, but don't look over there. That's the feeling I get with any form of news. But at the same time, this did not get major news coverage. So that makes me go, all right, no one really covered this stuff as far as major news outlets. So there might be something with this, like they're trying to sweep it underneath the rug there. A unlicensed biolab that's owned by China in California. The facility was not up to par. It's an abandoned warehouse. I mean, there's the photo again for you guys on that, and there should be a photo popped up again of the storage facility of all the equipment. Those are the only two photos I can find currently during this video. Not really clean rooms, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, I make a nicer clean room for decontamination drills when we're doing radioactive fallout drills. You know, we got a better clean room than that, and that's a probably multi-billion-dollar company. I don't know the actual finances they got. I'm not trying to make laugh and light of any of this. In my opinion, this was an actual lab. Is it a weapons lab? We're seeing a lot of stuff with possible Chinese influence here in America. The latest being all that land that was purchased outside the military base. It's agricultural land. It all traces back to a Chinese company, even though it's American owners. As far as the plots and stuff, it's still financially backed by that. Could be set up for, that particular thing could be set up for spying on the base, quite possibly. Don't know. I just want to bring you the news and information to you on this. I am concerned about it. Am I going to be running around with a gas mask on? No, that's for a different video that's coming up. We're going to do some reviews on things like that. Just keep your decontamination kits available. Make sure they're up to stock. All right. Make sure you have ways of decontaminating yourself in case there is some type of weird outbreak of stuff. Keep your normal routines of, you know, staying clean, washing your hands, don't wipe in your face, you know, stuff like that. Try not to do that. Get in a routine of that. Do I believe there's going to be some viral outbreak here in America? Yeah, eventually. I think there's going to be another one. I think the whole COVID fiasco and shutdowns that we had before, I believe that was a nice test run to show that they can lock everything down, and we had no say. Yeah. Do I think they're done with that? No, they're not done with that. They nearly crippled they did cripple our economy on that. Our economy has not bounced back from that. I don't care what the news or President Bubblehead Potato Head says. It's not. Keep prepping. Have stocks. Make sure you have food, water filtration, medical supplies. Make sure you have these things in your home. I'm not saying go run to the store and panic buy shit. Don't do that. You're not a prepper if you're doing that. You're a problem if you're doing that. That disrupts supply chains massively. And most people that do that wind up hurting themselves because they spend every dollar they got on preps when nothing's happened yet and they didn't pay their mortgage or their rent or power bill. Do it responsibly, but do it. All right, guys, appreciate you hanging out with me. Like I said, we got a lot more videos coming in. Most of our videos are going to be late in the evenings when I get home from work, because I have switched to a day shift now. So between YouTube, actually working a real job, YouTube is a real job, trust me. I'll be filming in the evenings when I get home. So anyway, guys, definitely appreciate you hanging out with us, and I'll speak to y'all later. You guys be safe out there.